Well, we got to warm him up first, Bowers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, go
we
ahead.
can't just do that out of the chute,
Well,
can we?
to help Andrew with his legacy piece, I guess, but I'm also curious too, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but I think you can handle it. The criteria for having your jersey in the rafters, do you think it should be amended? For example, the Olympic thing doesn't really factor, it doesn't fit anymore. And with the league expanding so much and guys maybe not staying around so much, two-time first team all ACC, do you think that should be in there in place of the Olympics? Because you care a lot about I've talked to you before, you care a lot about the history of this program, you understand this stuff. Do you think that that would be a suitable exchange?
Definitely. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I think just with everything is changing in college basketball. I mean, here it's a lot different than what it was. So, I mean, I feel like it's definitely something that we should probably look at or will be looked at change.
Armando, speaking of something big picture, you could have left, obviously, the past several years and gone pro. I'm wondering if there was a point when you realized it might be more financially beneficial to stay here in college.
Yeah, well, I think for me, just leaving the school just in general was tough just because just had so much fun here and just all the relationships I built and I mean, just what I meant to the school in general and what it meant to me, I think it was just even bigger than anything that I really could have imagined. But I mean, obviously the money parts of it, I mean, it's good too.
Is that an understatement?
Yeah, it's good. Pretty good.
While I'm on that subject, are you willing to share like a number of NIL deals you have? Has that ever been revealed? Have you shared that ever? Like, is there a number that you can?
Yeah, I really don't know like the number of deals I really did, but it's been a lot though.
You're wearing one right now, it would appear.
No, I'm actually not, but it's like one of my favorite co-brands, Arcteryx, but I don't got no deal with them though.
Setting you up. for
Coming up, yeah.
You got the Old Bay stuff going on this week.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite?
Favorite deal I've done? Probably Me Fine, because I was able to give back like a lot of money to charity, and I thought that was really cool because it impacted a lot of people. So that was good for me.
Armando, I guess thinking about, tomorrow you played UVA a number of times in your career, just what is so, I guess, unique about, facing them, their style of defense? Obviously, offensively, they take the time as well, but just what's kind of unique in the preparation for that?
It's different because they play so slow and we want to play fast. And when you have like two completely different styles of play, something has to give. And I think for us, our approach going into this game, we got to be patient in a sense to where we're making the right play, but still keeping our pace and limiting turnovers. That's a huge thing. Versus a team like that, you don't want to turn the ball over, and you also don't want to play down versus the UVA because the way the pace they play in is tough to come back versus them once you're down. So I think we got to go over there with a mindset of just hitting singles and not home runs.
You've had, obviously, games against teams where, for example, like, Tony Bennett's been there for a while. You faced other teams that have same coaches, same styles, things like that. Is there like a degree in which you can kind of, quote unquote, figure out a defense like UVA since you've seen it so many times?
I never know playing against UVA because I feel like I have probably my best college game ever versus UVA, but also my worst game too. So I really never know what's going to happen versus UVA, but we are a lot different as a team this year, especially the actions we run and different things we do. So feeling confident and good.
They like to double the post, and Hubert was just saying that you're so much better at the ball not sticking when it gets into you. How much of a factor is it going to be tomorrow of you getting rid of the ball when that double's there and there's not a scoring option there for you?
It's going to be pivotal. That's going to be a huge part of the game. I need to get the ball out of my hands, like Coach said, but also make the right reads and get guys open and not do too much, not try to throw a lot of cross-court passes. And they're so physical in the way they double. Once you hold the ball and they get you in the corner, it's going to be a turnover every time. So I just got to be smart. And we'll have a lot of guys moving around. And Harry playing the 4, it definitely helps me a lot because they double with the 4-5. And he could really shoot the ball, so it'll be tough in situations for them to double me.
Why do you think it's so hard to win there? You guys haven't won there in like 12 years. Regardless of how good they are even, it seems to be hard to win there.
Their play style is just tough because, like I said, we're a fast team and they're a slow team, so it's just weird. And luckily, I've been able to beat them a couple times, but this one for sure definitely means a lot to us because we haven't beat them in 12 years. Coach Davis, I don't think, since he's been on the coaching staff, have beaten them. So it's a huge game for us.
How important is it in that same respect that you've got guys like Elliott and Harrison and Cormack that haven't experienced any of that, and the history doesn't impact the number of players that would impact the game?
I guess it's different because they're not coming in with that sense of pressure or understanding of what it is, so it'll allow us to play more free. But we also too have to like let them know and understand like what UVA is. 'Cause you might look at them on paper in a sense and see like they're not scoring as many points, but they are capable of doing that. And I mean, how they defend is just going to be tough. And Elliott being a freshman, he hasn't got a chance to really play UVA and have a feeling of like actually what we're getting ourselves into. So that'll be fun.
Armando, there's some huge games this weekend. Top 4 teams in the league are all playing each other. Like, just for you, in your career, to be in sort of this chase for the regular season title in the ACC, like, how meaningful is it to you? I mean, it's a big stretch run coming up here, and you guys could win the league. Like, just what does that mean to you to be a part of it?
It's a lot of fun. It's giving a lot of purpose to the end of the season. We get a chance to, like you said, go for the league, and this is a huge game for us playing UVA. And I mean, Duke has been playing amazing basketball. And what's the 4th team?
Duke and Wake are playing each other tomorrow.
Duke, yeah. Wake Forest is a great matchup for them too. So it's just fun, and we know a lot is at stake with this game. So we're ready.
Armando, how have the practices been during this off week for you guys, just leading up to this game?
Hard, honestly. I thought it would be more resting, but it really wasn't. But it was good for us though because we got a lot of stuff done and we corrected a lot of things, and it was great. It was a great week of practice for us.
You played Virginia 3 times last season, but in 2 of those games you were hurt. Do you feel like there's like some get back for you going into this matchup with them?
Definitely. 3 of the games I played versus UVA, I've been like hurt, so hopefully I get a chance this time to be healthy and be able to play in front of my family and stuff like that.
Your first one up there. Remember?
Yeah.
That was right after the injury against Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one that when you had 29 and 22 though, they didn't double you that day, did they? What AJ was talking about, you know, the way they doubled.
It was
out.
just weird. Like it was weird. I went in there with like no expectation. I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I want to say they didn't double me.
Yeah,
as much.
I feel like it was just single coverage and you just
Mhm.
ate.
And it helped that I got a lot of rebounds too.
Are you 23?
23, yeah.
You obviously been around a long time in college basketball. Cormac Ryan, 25. Does he act old or is it just a number?
Good question.
He acts old. I'll say that. He definitely does a lot of immature stuff too. So it's definitely funny, like seeing him and Elliott like interact and them joking around with each other. And Elliott and Zayden, they always give him a tough time for being an old guy. And it's great having a guy like him on the team that's 25 because obviously y'all know people pick on me for being old, but it's like 3 other guys on the team my age too. So I love having Cormac on the team.
Do you ever hear some of this stuff from the fans? Like, go get a real job, stuff like that?
Oh, definitely.
We've been hearing a lot of that on the road this year.
Especially when we go on the road.
Yeah.
They've been killing me on the road this year. They've been killing me on the road.
You just laugh it off.
Yeah, I laugh it off. Try to ignore it.
Did you see the one at Miami that said Bacot gets Social Security?
Man, they've been tearing me up.
Armando, going back
Couple more.
to the regular season title thing, like Hubert has said to us that, you know, that's something he talks about with you guys. Like that's a talking point. Like what do you sense from Hubert when he got kind of like serious with us last week? You know, we were joking around and all of a sudden he was like leaning forward in his chair and, you know, getting after it. Like, what have you sensed from him when he talks about trying to win the league?
Just a sense of urgency. We really want to get this championship and have a chance to hang a banner, one of the 3 we're going for. So it's something that we really want, something that we really need, and we all on the same page knowing what we got to do and the path we need to take to get there.
Last week, before the midweek bye, Hubert was kind of going over like the schedule of everything. He mentioned you guys do you call it a run and shoot drill, like a solo.
Mhm.
What does that kind of look like? It sounded like it was kind of like a conditioning thing. What does that kind of look like to you guys?
A lot of conditioning, running, going, just shooting, doing different skill stuff. So it was tough this week. It really was, but we got better.
Armando, as time kind of draws near to an end for your time here, what sort of goes through your mind? Is there a heightened anticipation or a pressure or a desire to pick things up for yourself? Or, you know, how do you approach things toward the end for you here?
Not really. I'm just taking it day by day and soaking in everything. And we got some great games coming up, so I'm super excited and I'm just having fun right now, honestly. It's been a lot of fun this year, so I've been trying to just take it step by step, day by day.
Does this game
Last one.
have any special significance being your last game in your home state?
For sure, but I definitely want to beat them. That's the main thing. We haven't beat them there since I've been here, so it's something that we want to get done and be able to say we were the team to beat UVA at UVA in the last 12 years.
Thanks, Bono.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Good stuff,
y'all.
man.
Yep.